Welcome back to the grind. In this video, we are going to break down the Mutant quest in the new Cavalier event quest difficulty. This one can be a bit confusing, but we're going to break it down. So every hit on the opponent has a 20% chance to heal back 90% of the damage that you dealt. Now, the way to prevent this from occurring is if you currently have a heal active. Now, mutants, with their special attacks, each hit has a chance to trigger a heal on you. And when you do trigger that heal, you will also trigger a fury buff. And if you have a prowess buff active when you throw the special, the chance goes up from 30% per hit to 70% per hit to trigger that regeneration, which actually has a decent duration, as well as that fury that you get with each trigger. And if you trigger it on multiple hits, then it will refresh the buff duration of the regeneration. Now, this first fight with Gambit, I'm not sure if Gambit is currently bugged, but with those prowesses active, I triggered multiple special attacks, and not once did I trigger a regeneration with that fury. So I'm not sure if he is bugged or what the issue with that is. Surprisingly, one of my favorites that I've tested so far is Psylocke, because she has multiple hits on her special one attack. I think it's 5 hits, and it steals power back, so she can use it again very quickly. So you can put yourself in a cycle where you do a 5-hit combo, throw the special 1, and then do another 5-hit combo for another special 1, and this allows you to ramp up the damage very quickly. And then once you're at 10 stacks, you can just power lock the opponent by doing another special 1 when they're close enough to 0 bars of power, and then you don't have to worry about special attacks at all. So this is a very fun champion, and actually overall probably one of my favorite quests in the new Cavalier. Now, Rogue is another one that's quite fun to play, because if you get to your special 2 and you get yourself in a cycle as well where you're throwing special 2s very close to each other, and with the multiple hits on that, you can also build up those furies quite quickly. And then if you need to build up health again, you can throw a special 1, and with the extra damage that you're dealing, you get a huge heal off of it. And I think we're going to see over a 3,000 heal on the special 1 at the end of this clip. So it's a lot of fun because it's, for most champions, easy to access the furies, and the heal isn't really a significant heal, so you're not really going to gain much health back from it, but it makes a lot of champions that are okay but you don't really play that often a lot more fun to play. For example, Rogue and Psylocke. Now, another one that has good access to prowess is Storm Pyramid X, and Storm does a lot of damage, and with access to the prowess, you can ensure that you're going to stack up those furies a lot quicker. So if you do have a Storm Pyramid X at a decent level, that'll be good too. Now, other champions that are really good that I found was Namor, because he has 5 hits on his special 1, so he can build up those furies pretty quickly, even though he doesn't build a prowess, because each one has a 30% chance. So each time you're going to get probably 2 or 3 at least on a special 2 attack. And then by the time you get closer to 10, or by the time you get into that outrage stage, you'll either throw off a special 3 for some big damage with that extra fury, or you can just go into a special 2, and with all the furies that you've built up, you'll be dealing tons of damage. So I think we're going to skip ahead a little bit and go into that frenzy, or sorry, that outrage phase. I do end up throwing off a special 3. It does quite a bit of damage, and then I throw off a special 2, and you can see the damage is just ridiculous. So that's an option as well. Sunspot is another champion that has access to prowess, so most of the hits on the special attack should land a heal and a fury buff, but unfortunately the prowess only activates when you throw your special 2, so it does take time to get up to it. But Sunspot just does so much damage that if you do get any furies while you're building up to your special 2, you'll be dealing tons of damage. Now, Omega Red is another good option. He has multiple attacks on his special attacks as well, so you can build up those furies pretty quickly if you're cycling the special 2s especially. My Omega Red is only rank 4 and is not awakened, and I don't run suicides, so he's not the best champion, but for me he actually did clear this fight pretty quick, so I was quite surprised. If you do run Omega Red, then this would be a great option for you as well. You can see some pretty decent numbers, and that heal off the special 1 is just nice to see as well. So next is Magneto. Now, he does build prowess, and you can probably trigger a Fury and heal off of your special attacks because of that, but he only has a couple hits on his special one, so you won't be able to build up the Furies that fast, but at least you'll be able to prevent the opponent from healing because you'll have a heal active most of the fight. And Magneto is a great counter for many different champions, so he's a good option to bring along if you need him to counter certain fights. Now, if you don't have any or very many decent mutant options, you can use any other class and preferably have a heal block from that class. So Warlock works great because as soon as you build up those infections, then you will not have to worry about them healing back. But even if you don't have that heal block active, then you're only going to have them heal back like 1/5 of the hits. The problem is if it's your biggest landing special attack damage and they heal it back, that's going to make your fight drag on a little bit longer. But Warlock is a great option because you can lock down that heal quite nicely, and other champions like Guillotine 2099 can do that as well if you're cycling the special 2s. And if you're still finding that you do not have enough options, you can just use any champion and you'll find that they will heal back some of the hits, but it only happens 1/5 of the time, and otherwise you'll be able to deal damage regularly like you normally will. You don't have any negative effects going on you because of having the wrong class, which is nice. So you're free to use whatever champions you would like. Just know that some of the hits that you land will be healed back, and it may be something that slows you down a little bit. But a high damage dealing champion that you have ranked up and you're comfortable using will likely be better than a lower ranked champion that you're not comfortable with, even if they meet the requirements for the quest, especially if it's a difficult champion that you need a specific counter for. So I do hope this video was helpful. Good luck with this quest, and I hope to see you in the next video.